Are you ready to discover the secret to true happiness? In this video, we will uncover the core teachings of Buddhism that emphasize the importance of mindfulness, compassion, and inner peace in creating lasting happiness. Lesson 1. Happiness is built, not found. Happiness is not something we find in a place. It is not something we stumble upon. It is something we build with care. In Buddhism, this is a deep truth. The Buddha taught that happiness comes from the way we live. It comes from our thoughts, actions, and efforts. The world often tells us that happiness comes from things. It tells us to chase money, fame, or success. But these things do not last. They come and go. They rise and fall. True happiness must come from inside. It is built from the heart. Buddhism shows us how to build it. The foundation is right view. This means seeing the world as it is. When we see clearly, we suffer less. We stop fighting life. We stop blaming others. We take responsibility. This is the first brick in building happiness. Not next comes right intention. When our heart is full of kindness, we plant seeds of joy. When we wish well for others, we feel lighter. We feel free. Each good thought adds to our inner peace. Then comes right speech. The words we use can build or destroy. Kind words make others feel loved. Honest words bring trust. Gentle words calm anger. Every kind word adds to our happiness. Right action follows. This means doing good, not harming others, helping where we can, being honest, being respectful. These actions make the heart pure. A pure heart is a happy heart. Right livelihood is another brick. When our work does not hurt others, we feel peace. When our work helps others, we feel joy. We feel proud. This builds happiness. Then we have right effort. Happiness needs effort. It does not grow on its own. We must remove bad habits. We must grow good ones. Like a garden, we must pull weeds and water flowers. Right mindfulness is also key. When we are aware, we live deeply. We enjoy the moment. We see the good around us. We feel alive. We stop rushing. We stop complaining. Right concentration is the final brick. When our mind is calm, we feel deep joy. When we meditate, we touch stillness. In that stillness, happiness grows. Lesson 2. It's a path, not a place. Happiness is not a place. It is not something we arrive at. It is not a final stop. In Buddhism, happiness is a journey. It is a path we walk, step by step. This path is not straight. It goes up and down. Some days are bright. Some days are dark. But the path is always there. It is steady. It is open. We just have to walk it. The Buddha called this path the middle way. It is a balanced path. It avoids extremes. It does not chase pleasure. It does not invite pain. It stays in the center, calm, clear, steady. This path is made of simple things: kindness, patience, effort, mindfulness, wisdom. These are small steps, but they carry great power. Each step brings peace. Each step brings joy. We do not need to change the world. We only need to change how we walk. If we walk with awareness, the path becomes peaceful. If we walk with love, the path becomes joyful. The path does not need to change. We do. Many people wait to be happy. They say, "I'll be happy when." But happiness does not wait. It walks with us. It is already in each step. We just have to notice it. The Buddha said, "There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path." This means we do not walk to find joy. We walk with joy. We do not wait for peace. We bring peace with us. When we are mindful, we enjoy the journey. We enjoy the breeze, the trees, the faces we meet, the moments we live. We see that joy is everywhere, not far away, but right here, on the path. Even when the path is hard, joy can be found in a kind word, in a deep breath, in a quiet moment. These are gifts along the path. They do not cost anything, but they are priceless. We must learn to trust the path. We must let go of hurry, let go of worry. We do not have to reach a perfect place. We just have to take the next step with care, with peace. Happiness is not in the future. It is now, in this step, in this breath, in this moment. Every moment is a chance to walk with peace. Every moment is part of the path. This is the way of Buddhism. It teaches us to walk mindfully, to live deeply, to love gently. It teaches us that happiness is a path, not a place, a journey, not a goal. Lesson 3. Gratitude creates joy. Gratitude is a seed. When we plant it, joy grows. In Buddhism, gratitude is a deep practice. It opens the heart. It clears the mind. It brings light to dark days. When we are grateful, we see what we have, not what we lack. We see the blessings, not the burdens. This shift changes everything. It changes how we feel. It changes how we live. The Buddha taught us to reflect on our life, to see the good, even in pain, even in loss. Gratitude does not ignore suffering, but it adds balance. It brings warmth to cold days. We can start with small things, a breath, a smile, a meal, a friend. These simple things are treasures. We forget them, we rush past them, but they are gifts, always there. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a practice. We must do it daily, like watering a plant. Each time we say thank you, joy grows. Each time we feel grateful, peace rises. In Buddhism, we reflect on 4 things. We are born as humans. We have a mind to understand. We have the chance to learn the Dharma. We are alive today. These are rare and precious. This reflection brings deep joy. Gratitude also softens the heart. It reduces anger. It heals envy. When we are grateful, we are less greedy. We stop comparing. We stop complaining. We feel full. We feel rich. Gratitude connects us. We feel close to others. We see their kindness. We honor their help. This builds love. This builds joy. It makes the world feel bright. Even when we face loss, we can find gratitude. For the time we had, for the lessons we learned, for the strength we gained. Gratitude turns pain into peace. It turns endings into memories. Buddhist monks begin their day with gratitude. They thank the day. They thank their food. They thank their teachers. This habit shapes their mind. It keeps the heart soft. It keeps the mind clear. We can do the same. Start and end the day with thanks. Write what we are grateful for. Say thank you often, to others, to life, to ourselves. This creates a life full of joy. Gratitude is not hard. It is simple, but it is powerful. It is a doorway. When we open it, happiness walks in. When we live with gratitude, joy follows. Lesson 4. Discipline fuels happiness. Discipline is not harsh. It is kind. It is not cold. It is strong. In Buddhism, discipline is a path to freedom. It is the root of real joy. Without discipline, the mind wanders. It chases pleasure. It avoids pain. It becomes lost. It becomes tired. A wild mind brings no peace. It brings only more wants. But a trained mind is different. It is calm. It is clear. It is steady. This kind of mind brings happiness. Not from outside, but from deep within. Buddhist monks live with discipline. They wake early. They eat simply. They follow rules. These are not punishments. These are practices. They protect the mind. They support the path. We can learn from this. We do not need to live in a temple, but we can create our own temple. In our daily life, with simple discipline, we can rise early. We can meditate. We can eat mindfully. We can speak gently. We can act kindly. We can follow simple rules. These habits build strength. They create peace. Discipline is the ground where joy grows. It removes the weeds. It gives space for peace. It builds trust in ourselves. It gives shape to our day. It gives meaning to our time. Without discipline, we wait for mood. We wait for feeling, but feelings change. They rise and fall. Discipline stays. It holds us steady. The Buddha said, "A disciplined mind brings happiness." This is not just a saying. It is a truth. A restless mind suffers. A steady mind rests in joy. Discipline also brings respect, for ourselves, for others. We feel proud. We feel clear. We feel clean. This feeling becomes happiness. We do not need to be perfect. We only need to try, to start small, to keep going, to return when we fall. This is the heart of discipline. Discipline is not a burden. It is a gift. It gives freedom. It gives energy. It gives life direction. It helps us stay close to the path. Lesson 5. Be present. Not perfect. Perfection is a trap. It steals our peace. It tells us we are not enough. It keeps us chasing. In Buddhism, we let go of perfection. We return to presence. Presence is the key. It is the now. It is the moment. It is real. Perfection is only an idea. Presence is life itself. The Buddha taught us to be here, to live this breath, this step, this day. When we are present, we are alive, we are awake, we are free. Trying to be perfect makes us tired, it makes us worry, it makes us fear mistakes. But mistakes are normal, they are part of life. We can learn from them. We can grow from them. Presence is gentle. It accepts what is. It holds space for joy. It opens the heart. It calms the mind. It brings peace. We do not need to fix everything. We do not need to impress anyone. We only need to be here, fully, truly, simply. When we are present, we enjoy more. A sip of tea, a bird's song, a deep breath, a kind touch. These moments hold joy, not perfection, just life. In Buddhism, we train the mind to stay, to not run, to not dwell in the past, to not rush to the future, to stay here. This is the gift of mindfulness. Mindfulness is not hard. It is simple. It is breathing, walking, eating, sitting, all with full attention, all with open heart. The present moment is safe. It is soft. It is enough. It holds everything we need. We do not need to add more. Perfection will never be reached, but presence is always here, waiting, open, warm. Lesson 6. Own your joy. Your joy is your responsibility. No one can give it to you. No one can take it from you. In Buddhism, we learn to own our joy. We learn to protect it, to grow it. The Buddha said, "You are your own master." This means we are not helpless. We are not victims. We hold the key to our happiness. When we blame others, we lose power. When we wait for others, we stay empty. But when we turn inward, we find strength. We find peace. Owning our joy means knowing what brings peace. It means choosing peace over anger, love over hate, stillness over noise. It means taking care of our mind, watching our thoughts, feeding them with kindness, not letting them spiral into fear or hate. It means choosing actions that feel true, words that heal, steps that help. When we live with truth, joy follows. It also means letting go of grudges, of regrets, of pain that no longer serves. Letting go does not mean forgetting. It means freeing. We cannot control others, but we can choose how we respond. We can choose to smile. We can choose to forgive. We can choose to love. Owning our joy means giving up blame. It means growing up inside. It means choosing the higher path, the softer voice, the wiser way. In Buddhism, we take refuge in ourselves, in our wisdom, in our effort, in our path. This is where joy begins. We do not need permission to be happy. We do not need approval. We are enough. We are whole. We are worthy. Joy is not loud. It is quiet. It is deep. It is steady. It lives in our choices, in our peace, in our heart. This is the final teaching. Happiness is not found. It is built. It is walked. It is grown. It is owned. This is the Buddhist way. Simple, powerful, real. Create your joy. Walk your path. Live your truth. Own your light. Be free.